Hello, one and all, and let us continue with our series on the topic modulus function for the A-level students. And in this today's video, the topic that I am going to cover is called something called converting inequality into modulus. Okay, so today we are going to deal with uh, how to convert inequality into modulus. Now, if you remember, just a video before this, I think that was video number 5. In that video, I had actually discussed how to convert a modulus into inequality. So this is video number 6, and in this we are going to do just the reverse of that. So we are going to learn how to convert inequality into modulus. Okay. And both this thing, interconversion of modulus to inequality and inequality to modulus, this happens to be a very good exercise. And if you understand this very well, you develop a very firm concept clarity of this modulus functions. Okay, so it's a very important topic, this one and the earlier one, right? After this video, maybe I will do one example based on this also. So let us see. Anyway, so starting with today's video, the first thing that you should understand is the rules. Okay, so the rules that you have to understand. Okay, now the rule says that if x is between a and b, okay, x is between a and b, this is read as x is between a and b, or you can read as x less than b and x greater than a. Okay, so if this inequality is given to you, then you have to find one value which is nothing but a plus b upon 2. That is the arithmetic average, okay, of the extreme values of this inequality, that is a and b. So what you can do is you just add a plus b and then divide the whole thing by 2. Whatever quantity you get, that will be your k. Okay, so k is your quantity which you get by taking the average of a and b, okay, from this inequality. So once you get that k can be put in the inequality like modulus of x minus k. When you see this modulus of x minus k, so whatever k you have found out can be placed in this format, like x minus k, modulus of x minus k. Okay, and then you are left with less than delta. So how to find this delta? See, basically, if this inequality, that is x between a and b, has to be converted into a modulus form, then the modulus form in general will be modulus of x minus k less than delta. Okay, and in this form, okay, in the modulus form, what is the k value and what is the delta value, that I am telling you how to find out. So to find out k, you have to take the average of a and b. To find out delta, what you have to do, the next process to find out delta, what you have to do is this k, that you have to add. Okay, uh, see, what you have to do is, yeah, this k, whatever you get, that you have to subtract, okay, from all the terms. Now these are the terms. Okay, a is the term, x is the term, b is the term. So these are the three terms of the inequality. Okay, so from each and every term you have to subtract this k value and see what is the result that you get. So the result that you get will be a minus k, x minus k, and b minus k. These are the three terms that you will get. Okay, a minus k, x minus k, and b minus k. So let me write that. You will get as a minus k, and the inequality sign will remain as it is, x minus k, and this will become b minus k. You getting me? Okay. Now on doing this, okay, what you will find basically is these two quantities, okay, numerically will be same. Okay, only the sign will be different. These two values numerically will be same, but the sign will be different. Okay, suppose this value you get as 10, so this you will get as minus 10. Suppose this you get as 6, you will get this as minus 6. That's it. So once you get this inequality, okay, now the purpose of doing this exercise of taking average and finding the k and then subtracting that k from all these three terms, we did it so that the extreme values of this new inequality, that is a minus k and b minus k, will be such that they will be same numerically, but they will be having opposite sides. So if this will be positive and this will be negative. Okay. When you reach that stage, then all you have to do is you can write modulus of x minus k, okay, will be less than this particular quantity. Okay, that is the positive quantity you can take. Okay, so this whatever quantity you get, this suppose b minus k is equal to delta. Okay, so that you have to take. Okay, so this is how you have to convert any inequality into modulus form. I hope you must have understood the steps. Okay, so basically it consists of two steps. The first step is to find out the average of the two extreme terms of the inequality. Then that average, in the second step, you have to subtract that average value, what you got, from all the three terms. And in the third step, that same inequality can be easily converted into modulus form, like x minus k less than delta. Okay. So this is how we are supposed to do according to the rule. Now let us try this examples over here. Now can you see this? The same example I have taken. Now in the first one, okay, this one. Okay, can you see this example, right? Now x between 2 and 10 is given. Okay, can you see this? X is between 2 and 10, right? Now this inequality, you have to convert it into modulus form. Okay. Now here the question is such that x between 2 and 10, this inequality is with this arrow mark, on both the sides you can see. This is telling you that it is equivalent. Okay. It is equivalent to modulus of x minus 6 less than 4. So basically this is an inequality which is equivalent to this modulus form. But then I want to teach you how you got this equivalent. Okay, how you got this equivalent. So suppose you have only this inequality, that is x is between 2 and 10. Suppose you have only the left hand side. How you have to come to this right hand side. Okay, so starting from here, example, this is the first one I explaining you. Now x is between 2 and 10. This is the inequality given to you. So by step 1, what you have to do is you have to find the average of this 2 and 10. So average of 2 and 10 will be 10 plus 2, 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So you will get 6 as the average. That you take as k value. So k you got, okay, 6. That was step number 1. Step number 2, as I told you, this k, which you got as 6 in this case, you have to subtract from all the three terms. So can you see here? From 2, I have subtracted 6, and without changing the inequality sign, x I have subtracted 6 from x, and in the last term, from 10, I have subtracted 6. So from all the three terms, I am subtracting the same value, 6, which I got for k. Then it works out to 2 minus 6 is minus 4. And in the middle, I am getting x minus 6, and here I am getting 4. So can you see these two values, the extreme values, are both numerically same, that is 4, but the sign are different. Here the sign is plus, here the sign is minus. Okay, so this is what you are supposed to arrive at. Okay, once you get this, okay, you can immediately convert it into modulus form. So take the middle term x minus 6 in the modulus form, that is modulus of x minus 6. Okay, write straight away this less than, and this value you have to write the delta, the positive delta, and positive delta is 4. So it will be x minus modulus of x minus 6 less than 4. So this is the conversion that you have arrived at from the inequality. In the earlier video, video number 5, this modulus of x minus 6 less than 4, how to convert it into inequality, that I had discussed. Okay, that I had discussed, right? So this is same questions I am taking because it will become easier for you if you see the previous video and this video together. Okay, you will get a clue. Okay. So this was the first one. Similarly, let us do the second one also. The second one is this. Okay, we want to prove this equivalence, right? Now here again we will start from the left hand side, that is minus 6 less than x less than 30, or you can say x is between minus 6 and 30. Okay, you can read it in many ways. You can read the best way of reading this is x is between minus 6 and 30. Okay, or you can read it in this way, x is less than 13 and x is greater than minus 6. Okay, or you can read this way, minus 6 is less than x and x is less than 30. So all the three ways, you can read it. Okay, so when this is the inequality, when it is given in the form of something x between two uh, numbers, okay, such inequality can be converted into modulus form. Okay, and how, that we'll see in this second example. So let us take the left hand side, that is minus 6, okay, is less than x less than 13, or you can say x is between minus 6 and 13. Next step will be what? You have to find the average of minus 6 and 13. So minus 6 and 13 average will be what? It will be minus 6 plus 13 upon 2. Okay. This works out to 13 minus 6 is how much? 6 plus 7 upon 2. Okay. So the average value that you get is 7 upon 2. So this 7 upon 2 you take as your k value. Okay. So one thing you got, that k is 7 upon 2. Now next step, what you have to do, you have to subtract this k value, that is 7 by 2 in this case, from all the three terms. Okay, so subtract 7 upon 2 from minus 6, that I have done here. Then subtract 7 upon 2 from x, I have done it over here in the middle. And subtract 7 upon 2 from this 13 in the third term. So that you have to do as your second step. Now you simplify this. So 6 minus 7 upon 2 will work out to minus 19 upon 2. X minus 7 upon 2, you keep it as it is. And this 13 minus 7 upon 2 will work out to 19 upon 2. Now if you see carefully, the numerical value of the extreme terms of this inequality are the same. That is 19 upon 2 here, 19 upon 2 here. Only thing is, on the right hand side you have a plus 19 upon 2, and on the left hand side you have a minus 19 upon 2. And you have to come to this form only. Okay, once the inequality takes this shape, okay, or this form, okay, where the extreme values are numerically same but opposite in sign, okay, then you can directly jump to the conclusion. Now this 19 upon 2 that you get, that will be taken as delta. So now you got k, which is equal to 7 upon 2, and you got delta, which is equal to 19 upon 2, right? So write it in the modulus form straight away. Modulus of whatever is in the middle, that you have to write, that is x minus 7 upon 2, less than, now delta is 19 upon 2, so I am writing 19 upon 2 here, and here I am going to write minus 19 upon 2. Okay, so k has been replaced by 7 by 2 and delta has been replaced by 19 by 2. Okay, so this is your answer. So this inequality, x between minus 6 and 13, is equivalent to this in the modulus form. Okay, now this in the modulus form can be written as modulus of x minus 9 by, I'm sorry, this will not, this part will not be there, it will be this. Okay, so k will be replaced by 7 by 2 here, and delta will be replaced by 19 by 2. Okay, so that is how we have to perform this conversion. I hope you must have understood, right? Second one also done. Now the third one. Now in the third one, it is slightly different. It is, the inequality is not x between something and something, but there are two inequalities which are in fact reverse. Okay, reverse means what? Here you can see that it is x greater than 57. Another inequality given is x less than minus 15. So one is greater than something, one is less than something. Okay, so when you find such inequality, okay, when x is greater than something and x is less than something, and if you want to convert it into a modulus form, okay, what you are supposed to do? Okay, here also the inequality will be of the same form, x modulus of x minus k greater than delta. Modulus of x minus k greater than delta. Now here how to find out the k and delta, that you have to see. Okay, so same as in the earlier two cases. Okay, to find out k, what I will do, you'll have to find out the uh, average of these two values, that is minus 15 and 57. Okay, so you take minus 15, can you see a plus b upon 2, so your k will be minus 15 plus 57 upon 2, which will work out to 42 upon 2, which is equal to 21. So your k is 21. You got the k in the same way as you did in the first and the second example. Okay. Once you get k, now you are left with the delta. How to find out delta? Now to find out delta, again, what the same thing you have to do. Okay. In this inequalities, now you have two different inequalities. Okay. So you subtract. Okay. This k from both these values, that is 57 and minus 15. You subtract. Okay. So in the first case, you will get x greater, in this case, x greater than 57. You can write x greater than 57 minus 21. Okay, you have to subtract this k value from this 57. So that will end up with x greater than 36. So this is one answer you got. Okay. And same way, this k value you have to subtract from this minus 15 also. So x less than minus 15 minus 21 will give you x less than minus 36. Now, here you have to see that again these two numbers, that is 36. Okay, this is plus 36, this is minus 36. But the numerical value has to be same. Okay, suppose you get a 36 over here, and if you get something which is not 36 over here, then there is something mistake. Some mistake you must have done. Okay, both these values should be same. Okay, so x greater than 36 and x less than minus 36 you are getting. Okay, once you get this, okay, you can say that the delta is 36. So you got k as 21, you got delta as 36. Just put it in this form. So it will be modulus of in this form. Okay, so it will be x minus k value you got as 21. This time it will be not less than, it will be greater than sign, and delta value will be this 36. Okay. In the previous video, the video number 5, I have taught you how to convert this modulus form into inequality. Okay, here the reverse I have taught you. Okay, from inequality how to bring the modulus form. So I think you must have understood all the three examples. Okay, so now from this video number 5 and 6, once you have understood very well, okay, I think your concept of interconversion of modulus to inequality and inequality to modulus must have become very, very clear. Okay, in the next video perhaps I'll be coming up with an example based on this. Okay, bye.